You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I am going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Well, hello, brilliant soul. Here we are at episode 111, an omen that called me to speak about one thing and one thing only, angel numbers. Here we have been together for 111 straight weeks, and I have yet to have raised this subject with you. When I was planning this episode and I saw 111 flash across the page, I knew that I couldn't speak of anything else today. If you are someone who is deeply spiritually inclined, then chances are you have some kind of familiarity with angel numbers. And if you lean more towards the practical, it is my hope to expand your mind to a nifty phenomenon that is likely already trying to get your attention, but perhaps you've simply not yet noticed. At its root, angel numbers describe the phenomenon of noticing repeating numbers or number sequences in your daily life. This kind of noticing can take place anywhere that there are numbers, license plates, phone numbers, price tags, clocks, page numbers, receipts, confirmation codes, you name it. The way I like to perceive these kinds of numbers myself is through the understanding that numbers in our lives are readily changeable. Where most of your environment is fixed and continuous, numbers are constantly swirling all around us, and they're changeable. They're different day to day. The chances of you seeing the same license plates or the same confirmation codes every single day are slim to none. And so you have this new flexible environment in which to receive nuanced communication from the universe. If you've never explored a relationship with angel numbers before, this might sound absolutely nuts or bananas to you. And if you are at all interested in establishing this type of communication channel with the universe, then I can promise you that it's worth learning. The frequency in which I experience angel numbers in my regular and personal experience is honestly challenging to describe. And sometimes I just wish that I could take you with me in my perspective from my vantage point so you could see what I'm talking about. An example I can give is that I often have experiences where 2 or 3 license plates will drive past each other and they all have the same random number, like 876 or 921 or something that seems kind of random. If I see an occurrence like this where it's too many to discount, I'm often stopped in my tracks at this unlikelihood, and I will sit with the meaning of the number in which I saw. It's been absolutely wild, the kind of insight that I've been able to glean and the reflection that I continue to receive from communing with angel numbers. And if you're new to angel number recognition, then my best advice is to start with becoming aware with the language and occurrence of repeating numbers in your daily experience. For example, seeing 111 frequently might indicate that you're on the right track and that your thoughts and intentions are aligned with your desires. On the other hand, 555 could signify that a major change is on the horizon, encouraging you to embrace a new chapter that's unfolding. While this is an incredibly mystical tool at its surface, at its core, angel numbers have a practical purpose and have the potential to help you enhance your decision-making, your personal growth journey, and your manifestation prowess. And who doesn't want that? The history of angel numbers is tied to the broader history of numerology, spirituality, and mysticism. While the modern concept of angel numbers has appeared in the culture of today through New Age practices, the idea forms a foundation that can date back centuries. It's an ancient wisdom that carries with it cues and clues for leading a life that is deeply and spiritually connected. The ancient Egyptians and Babylonians, for example, studied numbers for their symbolic meaning and believed that they could provide insight into various aspects of life. In ancient Greece, it was the philosopher Pythagoras, who you may recall from the Pythagorean theorem, who is often credited with systematizing numerology and connecting numbers to universal truths and spiritual concepts. To Pythagoras, numbers constituted the fabric of all of the universe and was to him considered a universal language. His work influenced later thinkers, including Plato and Aristotle, who also saw numbers as deeply connected to the divine and the order of the universe. The significance of numbers are also attributable to biblical texts, where numbers often had and have symbolic significance. The number 7, for example, is seen as a sacred number throughout the Bible, which symbolizes divine perfection, completion, and spiritual wholeness. The 7 is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual realm, and it's denoted by things like the 7 colors of the rainbow, the 7 harmonic scales of music, the 7 C's, the 7 virtues, that which is just beyond the breadth of physical reality. Also notably, there are many instances of the repetition of numbers throughout biblical texts that set the stage for the belief that numbers convey deeper spiritual truth. Take the number 3, for example, which is often considered to represent the Holy Trinity, or the number 12, whose root number is 3, represents the number of apostles. The more contemporary practice of interpreting repeating numbers as angelic messages took shape with the world of spiritual authors and New Age thinkers. One of the key figures who popularized this concept was in the 20th century, Doreen Virtue, a spiritual teacher, psychologist, and author. In her books and teachings, she outlined how angels communicate with us through numbers and helped guide individuals towards personal growth, insight, and spiritual alignment. Her book, Angel Numbers, which was first published in the 90s, gave specific meanings to number sequences, popularizing a modern interpretation of numbers as divine signals. This work helped shape the contemporary understanding of angel numbers, where repeating number patterns like 333, 444, 555 are seen as messages from the angels or the universe that offer guidance, reassurance, and confirmation. From a quantum psychological perspective, the concept of angel numbers ties into the broader idea of synchronicity, a term coined by psychologist Carl Jung, and it describes meaningful coincidences that seem to appear into our lives, which are then interpreted as signs or signals from the universe. In this context, angel numbers are seen as a form of synchronicity, a divine alignment that signals when we're on the right path or when we need to adjust our focus. Angel numbers are often seen not only as mystical signs, but as energetic patterns that resonate with our own personal vibration, and they can guide us on our journey. Whether you view angel numbers as divine messages, vibrations in the universe, or tools for spiritual guidance, one thing is certain: recognizing numbers such as these invite you to connect with your own intuition, to build trust in the process of life, and to embrace the guidance that surrounds you everywhere. One of the most profound gifts given by angel numbers is how they invite you to pay attention to your thoughts in particular. When you see a number sequence like 111 or quadruple 1, this is a gentle reminder to focus on your thoughts, because that means they're quickly manifesting. It's a prompt to keep your mind aligned with your desires. So when you see 111 appear, check in with what you were thinking about or focusing on in that moment. Are your thoughts positive? Are they aligned with what you want to create in your life? This moment of awareness can empower you to consciously shift your mindset and begin to create what you desire rather than getting stuck in the perpetuation of limitation or limiting beliefs. Angel numbers such as 444 often appear when you need reassurance that the universe is supporting you. They can be seen like little love notes from the universe, reminding you that you're not alone on your journey. The angels, guides, and even your own highest self are constantly working behind the scenes to support you. When you start recognizing these signs, you begin to see how the universe is conspiring in your favor, encouraging you to keep going, to trust the process, and to step forward with courage. It becomes an empowering experience when you realize that you are being guided at every single step. Angel numbers can act as these practical guides when you're feeling uncertain about your next steps or you're feeling stuck. For example, 555 often is seen when there's change on the horizon. It encourages you to embrace change rather than resist it. When you see 555, this is not just a random number. It's often a sign that the change is coming and it's time to release what is no longer serving you to make room for something new. When you understand this, instead of feeling fearful or overwhelmed by change, you are invited to approach it as an opportunity for growth, as an opportunity to embrace the discomfort and to relinquish the resistance to your desires. The practical wisdom here is that change is a natural part of life and it has so many lessons to teach. When you trust in and surrender to a process, you open yourself up to the greater possibilities that lie beyond it. When angel numbers appear in our lives, they often prompt us to examine and release limiting beliefs or old emotional patterns that are blocking our growth. For example, if you see 222, it's often interpreted as a sign of balance and harmony. It's an invitation to align your thoughts and your actions, ensuring that everything you're doing is in balance with your truest desires. If you're feeling out of alignment, perhaps you've been putting too much focus on doing and not enough on allowing yourself to be. The appearance of 222 can be a nudge to bring balance back into your life. In this way, angel numbers become tools that help us heal and to empower ourselves by releasing what no longer serves us. Now, I want to offer you a simple, actionable way to begin using angel numbers as a tool for empowerment. Start by noticing. And you can even support this practice by keeping a journal where you note down angel numbers that you see. Write down the circumstances and the feelings that you were experiencing at the time that you saw that particular number. Then explore the meaning of the number and reflect on how it might be guiding you. By doing this consistently, you begin to create a deeper connection with the energy of these numbers and how they might show up in your life. I can also say that when you do this, they might start to flood into your awareness with greater consistency and greater frequency. When you notice an angel number, take it as a reminder to tune in and to potentially make a shift in your mindset. For example, if you see 111, remind yourself that your thoughts are manifesting. So focus on the positive and affirm your desires. Think about what you want as opposed to what you don't want. A simple affirmation you could say to support yourself is, I am aligned with the energy of my desires. I trust that I am always supported. Angel numbers can also serve as reminders that timing is everything. If you see 333, which is often interpreted as a sign of alignment and divine protection, take this as a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust in the timing of the universe and understand that everything is unfolding in perfect order. This brings peace of mind and allows you to relax into the process instead of pushing or forcing against things to happen for you. As you begin to explore your own angel numbers and your own unique relationship to them, I encourage you to see them as empowering guides that are helping you move in the direction of your highest good. These numbers are not just coincidences that you can write off. They are invitations to align more deeply with your authentic self and the path that you're called to walk. Rather than writing them off as mere signs or mere coincidences, you actually have the potential here to connect with surrounding numbers as tools for empowerment, helping you to stay grounded in your truth, reminding you of your purpose, and guiding you through the ever-evolving journey of life. Your angel numbers are a reflection of the divine energy that surrounds you at all times. And when you start paying attention to them, you allow yourself to feel a deep and meaningful connection to the life that you're creating for yourself. If you have any questions or musings, curiosities that are bubbling up for you around this novel subject matter, then you are always welcome to reach out to me. Sending you blessings for the magic that lays ahead of you. Until next time.